I'll feel instantly judged. I'm watching both your faces while I say this. So we're going 5-1, I presume. Is that correct?
Yeah. So 5 is the least, I guess, in quotes. And you're only going to reveal your number 5 first.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Well, number 5 for me is the track "Rock the House," featuring Del the Funky Homo Sapien. It was really torn. I wanted a Del song on this top 5. And it was between this or Clint Eastwood. And Clint Eastwood I love as well, but I do feel like it has endless airplay. Like you hear it, like you said, more than ever now. Yeah. They just performed it on SNL on their debut performance a few weeks ago. I mean, it's in the culture. I don't think it ever really left, but Rock the House I feel like is comparably such a great track that doesn't get nearly as much shine, so to speak. So that's my number 5.
It's so good. I love Del as well. He I didn't know him before Gorillaz, but he became my favorite rapper after Gorillaz, and I've since listened to a lot of his stuff. And he's so good. And that song in particular, I didn't I loved the hooks and stuff of it, the tune, of course, but I didn't really love the rap until I started listening to the lyrics, and I was like, wait, this is just a song about dancing to this song. That's amazing. I love that. It's just about how you're gonna dance to this song because it's so awesome and it's gonna hook you in and you're gonna dance to it. Those are the lyrics.
Anyone who can fold in vigor and candor into their rhymes,
so good.
Classic.
Yeah, it's too bad, like you said, it kind of is the one that would very easily get overshadowed by Clint Eastwood, and so people might not give it as much of a chance, I guess.
Well, and I think it doesn't. There's no Albarn vocals that interact with it, so it is in kind of a similar vein to Clint Eastwood, but it seems almost a little bit removed because of that lack of the vocal exchange. But in terms of just his flow and his delivery, I feel like he is top level on both songs, but I would dare say Rock the House, he's just a smidge higher when I think because it is just his song, really. So
good.
We were tempting, I know Pants and Grimpen were mentioning, I was toying around with trying to get 10 seconds of each song put in here so people would hear it, but I don't know about copyright stuff. I know that can flag you, so I got a little nervous to do it.
Do you think you could just sing 10 seconds of each song yourself?
I'll maybe for the paid patrons I'll do that.
Just a little snippet.
That's good.
All right, Pants, number 5.
Oh man, I don't even know.
Just starts crying.
I spent the last hour before this podcast just switching around, especially my 3 to 5 is just I feel impossible. So what I ended up going with are just some of the weirder ones that I like, the lesser known ones. And so my number 5 is Ghost Train from G-Sides.
Oh, interesting.
Man, I love that song. It's super weird. There's this one of my favorite things is the bongo in it. Is just this bongo guy goes completely nuts through the chorus of that song. And it's I don't know why exactly I love it. It's got this crazy rocking chorus. It's one of my favorite songs to just rock out to, sing in the car.
Nice.
And it's got that weird part in the middle where it's it's almost like this train announcer that you can't understand at all, but it's you're waiting for the ghost train, I guess.
It sounds alien almost, or what's the aliens from Halo? The it's got that almost guttural kind of
totally
voice,
it's all that, but it also kind of sounds like an actual train station announcement that is impossible to understand.
My number 5. I realized actually right before starting this, I was looking at my top 5. Also, just an insane task. All 5 of mine come from different albums as well, which is a fun fact. This one I have literally zero story for, other than it just puts a little pep in my step. It's just one of those songs you can put on and it just it's nice. And it's kind of a lesser known one, but it's off the Meanwhile EP, I think.
Really?
But Jimmy Jimmy, it's
I
called.
know Jimmy Jimmy.
I love that song.
Jimmy.
Yeah, it's just, it's always, I always go to it. And that was one of the few that I was like, okay, I listen to this one honestly like so often that I've got to give it some kind of, give it its due. So yeah, no real reason. I just think it's really good.
Nice.
And yeah, Jimmy Jimmy,
That's
number 5.
awesome.
Yeah.
What tier did Jimmy Jimmy land on, Pants?
I believe it was a B for me.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, we should find out where all you tiered all of our songs so we can get offended by you.
Yeah.
By the way, I always, because I'm
the
such
House
an
was
idiot
A.
with music, I've never truly understood the whole like EP, LP, all that kind of stuff. What is that? Can someone quickly run that down, or what those even mean, or how you determine what those are? Like, is Meanwhile considered an EP, or is that, what is that? Does anyone know?
Nope.
I think it's considered an EP. I think the distinction is a single is 2 tracks. If you're releasing something longer than 2 tracks, it's an extended play or an EP.
Okay.
And then anything longer than, say, 4 tracks, it was a long play. So like your album. So single, EP, LP.
So you could technically have an album that's 5 songs, 4 songs kind of thing?
Yeah. There's some artists that I've listened to, like some post-rock artists that like Explosions in the Sky style music. Like they might have 4 songs.
I think there's a couple Pink Floyd
48
songs.
minutes long.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No.
Pink Floyd too. Yeah.
You get it. You get it.
Cool.
I'll say too, like in my deep dive of looking at their singles and EPs and stuff that didn't make it onto albums, there's like a rabbit hole you can go down where the line gets totally blurred, and there's so many like tracks that I didn't. There was a bunch that I listened to today that I'd never heard before. There's stuff that like they released on their website once.
Oh yeah,
and like it just tons and tons of stuff. I was like, wow, you could really spend hours listening to stuff that would never even came out from the Gorillaz.
Does anyone have any? I should have said this at the top, but I have like almost all of their physical art books and things like that. Has anyone else bought any kind of merchandise from them at all, or?
I mean, other than their physical like media, like the records, yes, but
I've got
but none of the
vinyl.
Do you both have? Are you on both records or?
Yeah, I have vinyl.
Cool.
Most of their stuff on vinyl.
Nice.
And yeah, the 2 T-shirts. I'll also say though that I'm looking forward to getting some merch when I see them in October live in Montreal.
Oh,
he's going.
Yeah.
Have you seen them live?
Speaking of Deltron 3030.
Yeah, exactly. They're touring with them.
And Little Sims. That's going to be a great show.
I know. I'm so excited. And that means they'll almost certainly play Clint Eastwood with Adele, which is amazing.
It's cool. That'll be fun. All right, number 4, Andy.
Number 4, I am choosing title track from Cracker Island, the song, featuring Thundercat. I love this song for many reasons. I think it is mostly informed by the music video. I don't know if everyone here has seen the music video, but it's like a hospital setting, and it's got some real Exorcist 3 vibes going on. There's like a ghost kind of rising from a stretcher and moving its way through the hospital.
Yeah, and doesn't like Murdoch fall in love with that ghost or something?
Yeah, there's a great scene. Murdoch like caresses this woman's face, and it instantly ages. It's got like so many things happening, but for me, musically, sonically, I feel like the pairing of Gorillaz with Thundercat is such an interesting and like a no-brainer. He brings so much of that like kind of pop disco-y sound to their music, and we'd already seen variations of that before. I mean, a little bit of what they've played with on the albums previously, but I just feel like Thundercat, who I like as an individual artist, seeing him come into the fold with Gorillaz was just such a treat. And that song, as I was going through the list of like, oh, is it going to be this? Is it going to be this? that it's like a perpetual earworm for me. I just hear Thundercat singing his parts from Cracker Island pretty much at all times, which may mean that I'm having some sort of medical event. But I choose to think it's just that it's a great song.
It's so
Of
catchy.
all the medical events you could have, that's not a bad one.
I mean, I don't know what that's a sign of, but
over and over
I'm
again,
happy
just
with
bump, bump, bump,
Yeah.
bump, bump, bump,
What
bump,
world
bump.
is this?
Just in the hospital bed.
As soon as you said as soon as you revealed it, that went into my head like
for sure.
immediately.
Yeah. I always love the one that he says is, "I drank to write." I always love that line.
Yeah.
I drank to write. So good.
Yeah, take that, Bukowski.
Yeah. Yes. Great one.
Pence number 4.
This is kind of an interesting one. I remember you, Cooper, introducing me to this song back when we lived together. You came to the basement. I was just laying on the couch, and you said, Gorillaz have this it's like a new extension to Demon Days. It's called D-Sides, and there's this song you got to listen to. It's called "Stop the Dams."
Yes,
and I don't know. There's some songs I hear, and they're just like, the second they start playing, I'm like, this is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
How did you know that? And it, yeah.
It's a good. I don't even remember. I don't remember that at all. But I love when other people have memories like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, cool. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fantastic song for sure.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's like it's slow, but I love the build in it. I love when the trumpets come in. It's beautiful. And then there's that weird section in the middle that's like that German guy, I think, who like talks about
like
when he's
Einstein or
whatever. He's like
clink
cling and clang in my head when I walk, and I love it's so good. I love the lyrics of that song.
It's cool too because that song, it's almost weird that it's on like the D-sides.
Oh, for sure. D-sides to me is as good as some of their best albums. Like I think D-sides is amazing.
Yeah, it's a good song. For me, this is a song that I was kind of hinting at earlier, where when I first heard it, it's from their self-titled. I must have been like, I don't know, when did that come out? Like grade 8, grade 9, somewhere around there. But I was actually playing the CD on a stereo with my family listening, because I was just showing my family this band that was kind of weird, and I remember going to the song particularly because it was like the one I did not like at all. It was just so outrageous. It just sounded so stupid. But it's Gravity. And the funny thing about it is that like I would only ever listen to the first like 12 seconds and then be like, this is so dumb. And I would just like skip it. And it wasn't until I was just like years later, I was just like letting random songs play. And this one had gotten past without me realizing it deeper into the song. And it was like amazing. And I was like, what is this? Like, how have I not heard this song? And I was like, oh, I've always skipped this song. And Gravity is, I would say, Andy was kind of mentioning how we listen to music. This is definitely more of a vibe song that I'll put on. It's great for like, I don't know if I'm just like writing or just kind of relaxing and doing whatever. Gravity is a great song just to have on the background. And I think, I don't know. For me, it's one of those like not a defining song, but like a song that I feel like is very just Gorillaz-ish. It's just like different. It's odd. It's a good one for me. I love it.
Yeah, for sure.
That intro part with him is just very bizarre. When I first heard it, I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, then there's like there's a drop. There's like a whole different song basically.
Yeah. All right, we're back with Andy now. It's getting tough. Actually, to be honest, the 4 and 5 are actually, I think, trickier for me, because there are songs I definitely know I love and I kind of lock those in, but the 3, 4, and 5 are kind of the trickier ones, because you could kind of put anything there. So I'm even more curious to find out what your third.
In the back half, I think you were saying too, Pants, it's like they change so much. Like in the time leading up, I'm like constantly moving up and down the rankings, and some are eking in and some are dropping out. But for me, number 3 was pretty much a lock. And that's Stylo from Plastic Beach, featuring one of the best, Yassine Bey, aka Mos Def, and an incredible Bobby Womack performance that is just like something from another world. And the sound of that song from the first minute I heard it was just like this weird, like dystopian funk. You're like, oh my God, everything's ending, but also I feel like I just want to groove to it.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel cool about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel cool about this. Yeah.
Put on
It was just like on repeat. I think that album, I mean, that album in general, we might get into it later, but there are albums, I think, of the Gorillaz discography that are particularly like an album, where I think some you can kind of cherry pick the stuff that you like, but there are a few where it's a front to back, no skips. It's an experience. It's almost even hard to pull a song out of it, because it almost feels like everything within the album is so tethered to each other that it's almost impossible to separate them. But Stylo, great song, incredible music video as well. Not to keep going back to the video side of things, but you get Bruce Willis chasing you down in a like a muscle car. It's really like ticked off all the boxes for me at that time in my life. So yeah, just an incredible track. So good.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's like the way that those three like very distinct elements come together and make this like one track is amazing. Like well, in that juxtaposition, because you have, I mean, Yassine Bey's vocal performances over the last, like, I don't know, 10-15 years, he's does a lot with face covering, so you get almost this like muffled delivery on all of his lines, but then juxtaposed with that big explosive like Bobby Womack wailing like over top of this track. It's like it's magical. It's a roller coaster ride, that song.
Yeah.
It's like a very summery song for me as well. I associate certain songs with like either like temperatures or moods, but yeah, that one always makes me feel like I'm in a, I don't know, this is going to sound way too specific, but I feel like I'm in like a bottle depot in the middle of the summer, just like sitting, waiting for like, I don't know, someone to put all their bottles in a thing, even though it came out when I was older, but I just feel like I'm a kid sitting in the back of a seat, just like when the sun's beating down on me.
Yeah.
Very specific.
That's someone's utopia.
Yeah, you're up, Pants. Number 3.
Yeah, this is the newest one on my list, and one often like I find like the ones like Stylo I generally like more that are like almost like epics. There's a lot that he's released over the years that are kind of just almost feel like experiments and weird little things, and generally those aren't my favorites. But this one is. It was a song that wasn't on any album called "Sleeping Powder."
Yeah,
it was recently. It's like, yeah, that's the newest one on my list as well. I might have said that already, but it's super weird. I think he only made it in a couple days or something, and it's just awesome. It starts with this crazy harpsichord at the beginning, and then it just goes. He's like the verses are just completely unintelligible. It's just him being like, and then I just love the chorus so much with the phrase, "I was gone with the self of the day." I just always loved, and love that song.
Yeah, I'm glad you. It's not in my top 5, but I'm glad you mentioned it because it's an awesome song. Those are, well, I'll say that later on, but yeah, I'm glad someone mentioned it. Yeah, love it. My number 3, also from D-Sides, is "Stop the Dams." I had this was the one where I was like, it's always like if I'm listening to music, it somehow sneaks in there. I'm always listening to it just from like plays alone. I thought it deserved my number 3 spot, even though I might not necessarily put it above all their other songs. There is just something about it that I do love the start of it, the intro. I always got a feeling that it would be a perfect movie trailer song as well. I always wanted to use it in a trailer somehow, and I still would love to do that if I can.
Totally.
But I love "Stop the Dams." So yeah, number 3. Yeah. Let's go now back. We're getting close. These are getting crazy. Number 2, Andy.
Number 2.
Wait, before we go, actually, should we?
Oh.
I want to let's all take a bet. Do you think anyone will have the same, not 1 or 2? Who do we? Yes or no? I guess
that in the 1 or 2 slots, someone else will have 1 in the 1 or 2 slots.
Yeah, like do you think any of us will have the same 2 or the same 1 spot?
I would say the way this is going so far, probably not.
No, yeah.
But
there might be it might be one of them that in a different slot, but I don't know about the exact same slot. But
yeah, I think there might be one of them that could from previous rounds that might, just I mean, I'm just guessing, but
I'd probably take the no bet on that bet.
So number 2, I have the song Aries featuring the great Peter Hook and Georgia. You're talking about songs that make you feel like you know a music video, or you can picture things. This is a song much like Star Guitar by Chemical Brothers that's got that like propulsive beat where you can feel like you're just driving in a car with the windows down. Those little drum hits are like, the poles passing. It's a great song, an incredible song. It came out, those Song Machine records came out, in the COVID era. And there's a lot of time I spent driving around just to keep my sanity and had the windows fully down listening to that song. The bass line is just killer. Yeah. I mean, it's no different than a lot of New Order and Joy Division songs, bass lines, but and I was reading up online that apparently that they're writing the song and they basically had written that bass line and they were like, this sounds like a Peter Hook bass line. Should we just ask him if he'll want to do it? And he was like, yeah, for sure. So like, it's nice that they honored what they were creating by getting the man who basically originated it to step in and lay it down proper. And yeah, I love this song. It's just so unlike many other songs that are in my top 5, but it's got similarly like draws a little bit from multiple genres. And I think one thing that Gorillaz do really well is that they blend so many different musical influences and so many world influences. Like they're bringing music from parts of the world that, as a layman music fan in, say, North America, you wouldn't normally be exposed to. Yeah, and especially like as we get into talking about The Mountain, there's so much in that album that's like drawn from, Indian music that's like beautifully paired with what they've already laid the groundwork for all these years. So Aries to me is just like an all-timer.
Yeah, so good.
That's one I'm glad. Another one I'm glad you mentioned. It's not in my top 5, but I feel like if you ask me in the summer, it might be.
It is funny. Even without hearing either of your guys' descriptions, I would have described it as a summer song as well. Like it's just it really speaks to the summer somehow.
Part of me also was cool not putting it in there because that's actually the only song I do know from you, Andy. That because I think you and I talked about it during COVID actually. And we both loved that song. So I was like, I think this will be an Andy. So I'm gonna let it slide out of my top 5. But yeah, I love that song.
Pretty smart.
Pence.
Right. These are like I was talking about the tiers that are sort of interchangeable. It was my 3 to 4 that are very interchangeable, and then these 2 are on like a different tier, but they both are interchangeable with each other. In fact, just this morning I had them swapped. But so I'm gonna make my number 2 Clint Eastwood.
Oh, nice.
It's largely a nostalgic pick for me. It's like it was the first rap song that I ever sat down and like committed to learning the whole thing. It's still one of my like karaoke go-tos. It's such a fun rap to do. The lyrics are so good. And the chorus hooked me from the very beginning. I always loved, I don't know if you've ever seen that video of him like talking about how he like wrote it, but it's like literally like he kind of didn't in a way. It's like it was like a kid's keyboard, like toy keyboard, and it was like demo number 1. And he was like, he like showed it to the interviewer, and he was like, "Look, it's just this," and he hit it, and it was like, bum, 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 and he like looked into it, and nobody had the rights to it, so he was like, "All right, that's it." But I also, the other thing I'll say about Clint Eastwood is I love the alternate version of it by Phi Life Cypher, I think, on G sides, which I think was the original version. And I do like Dell's version better. I see why they replaced it, but man, that original version is unbelievable. The lyrics, like it's in some way, there's some parts of it I like better. But it's like so there's so many words. It's like it's impressive, but it's like it's overwhelming. It wouldn't have been the big hit that it was, I don't think, if it had those rhymes over it. But I always like to say, as when people ask me about it, like especially people who don't like rap, I always say my favorite line is from the alternate version of Clint Eastwood that goes, "Because I'm this Gorillaz from the mist lyricist and my thoughts be twisted. I spit the wickedest rhymes from a time that never existed. My futuristic linguistics turn fools into statistics. I'm a lyrical misfit with sadistic characteristics." It's just like a mouthful. It's so good. Yeah, I love it.
I want to add more, but maybe I'll save that for later on as well. But yeah, no, cool, good pick.
I've also memorized the Phi Life Cypher version. That's how much I love
it. Very similar to you. Yeah, my top, well, they're not really interchangeable, but yeah, my top two are pretty locked and have been for a really, really long time. Number 2 comes from Demon Days, and it's All Alone. I think it's my favorite rap, hip hop, whatever mix with electronic music as well. Just a really good electronic beat. It's just super full of energy. Has a lot of variety in it as well. I think it's like, yeah, that and like Feel Good Inc. I think are really good examples of that album. And like if I was to show, I think if I was to show someone, like, I don't know, give them a taste of Gorillaz, I might be tempted, even though there's the 2D's part there's no real strong 2D part, but yeah, it's just a really good song that I think anyone could kind of get into and be like, oh wow, this sounds really cool, and might be intrigued by it. But yeah, All Alone has been one of my favorite Gorillaz songs since I heard it.
I
forever.
Can still remember Grimpin playing it for me for the first time in his house.
Nice.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Like it left a really strong memory on me, and I love the that little bridge in the middle.
Yeah,
that way that the woman sings.
Yeah,
I don't know her name, but
yeah, that's one of the reasons I love Gorillaz so much, is that they have such unexpected moments in their songs that are just so wildly different than anything else you would ever hear.
Yeah,
and
that, like, shouldn't work on paper, but
yeah,
they make it work. Yeah.
And it's another reason that I'm sure there's people have heard this song but don't know it's Gorillaz even as well, right? It's one of those examples where you might just think it's someone else completely, and that's it. Now we're getting to the number one, the final reveals.
It's like a drum roll button.
Number one. My number one, Ghost Train.
Whoa!
Already mentioned, but
that's awesome. I love it.
I love that song so much.
It's so good.
My son clowns on me for it because he's like, I don't know. It's like he watched some YouTube video and he's like, they say it's like the 56th worst song.
Yeah,
and I'm like, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's a banger. It is. It's got like, again, like such a propulsive beat to it. I realized at that time in my life, pretty much any song that's got Ghost in it, I was down with. Ghost Town by the Specials was a big favorite of mine around that time as well. But there's just something about the shouty kind of gang vocals, like come on.
Exactly.
It's just unlike so many other songs from the rest of their discography. It is a little bit kind of you could say it's related to some songs on that first album and D sides or G sides as well. But it's just, there's just something about, I never get sick of listening to it.
Totally.
It is so good. I love just like, again, it's like the perfect length, builds perfectly. And every time it's like, it's never one that I want to leave halfway through. I'll just sit in the car and wait until it's done and then head off to whatever I need to do. So
yeah,
exactly.
It's sort of similar to what you were saying, Cooper, with like, taking into account like amount of times you've listened to it. That one I think is in like part of the reason it got into my top 5 is just because as I've been listening to all these Gorillaz songs, I keep coming back to that. Like I just want it, it gets my hook, it hooks into me, and I want to hear it. And I've listened to it, so many times.
You're both.
I didn't realize. Sorry, I didn't realize until kind of researching for this that it was the first song they ever recorded.
I didn't know that either. Wow.
Ghost Train. That's the first on record. If you go by Gorillaz Wiki, that is the original first track they ever laid down was Ghost Train. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I was going to say you're both making me want to go check it out more because it's definitely one that I've maybe listened to like once or twice. I know it, but it's not one that I've gone back to ever. So I'm
could be another one where you only listen to the first 10 seconds and turned it off and missed a whole jam.
That's right. That's awesome.
Cool. Yeah, that was unexpected. I was not expecting that. I was trying to mentally guess, but I wouldn't have saw that coming. Awesome. Pants, you're number 1.
My number 1 is ironically, or not ironically, I guess, but it's weird that it's the other song named after a Clint Eastwood character. It's Dirty Harry.
Nice.
And I don't have a lot of reasoning behind it, to be honest. That it's just that funky hook that it has. I just get instantly absorbed into it, and I love that. That might be my most played Gorillaz song as well. Cool. I love the rap in it too. It's an insane rap.
Far Side's own Booty Brown.
Yeah. And that I've been noticing they've been doing that on tour recently too, and so I'm really hoping
cool.
I get to hear that too because man, I love that song.
Nice. My number 1. I also have zero story for this as well. All I will say is that it not only is it my favorite Gorillaz song, but it's actually my favorite song of all time.
Wow.
And it has been for a very long time. And thankfully I was able to see them do it live when they came.
Oh wait, I know what it is.
Do you know what it is? Yeah. Rhinestone Eyes.
I was gonna say it starts with an R.
Yeah. I saw them play it live, and it gave me chills being able to find when I heard the first like note chime in.
Nice.
I was super pumped. But yeah, there's something. It's kind of a weird because I almost feel like that song like shouldn't be good or something. There's something like kind of offbeat or maybe too slow about it that might not seem that appealing, but I don't know. It's like the ultimate appealing song for me, and it's really grown on me over the years, but it's cemented itself. Yeah.
It's so catchy and easy. Like it's so listenable.
Yeah.
It's in my top 10. It's my number 8.
It's S tier then, gets an official Pants S tier.
Yeah.
Nice. Are there any that anyone said that you're like, I can't believe that's in your top 5, or is everyone pretty much like, oh, that's that, like I also listen to that, or like that would be in my top area kind of thing?
The most surprising is probably Jimmy.
Yeah.
It is a great song, but just surprising to hear somebody pick it is all.
Yeah,
but
I concur. I was not expecting it.
Go back. I'll listen to Ghost Train a couple more times. You guys can.
I just listened to just Jimmy today.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's a crazy thing where like even the Bees on my list, I love those songs, and there's songs on there that I've listened to tons on the Bee list.
Yeah.
So it's not. It's hard to say it's a bad pick because it's a great song.
with that might smoothly transition kind of into honorable mentions round. Again, we can, if you want, I mean, if you do have stories for any of them, feel free to share, or you can just rattle off like a bunch if you want to, that you like as well. But yeah, we can go back to Andy, and you can list off a couple there.
Sure. I did narrow it down to 5.